Okay, so then, yeah, just on the screen, what do we got here? Warm up, this homework help from before. We'll do those. Today's topic is the area perimeter. Test on Thursday on everything up to and including factoring by grouping. I'll go from there. Okay, so a little warm up then for everyone. Could you take a moment and factor the following here? Oh, we got x squared plus 9x plus 14. That's one of the questions. And then the second one only will be looking like this. 3x squared plus 7x plus 2. If it's too easy, let me know. I'll give you about 5 minutes for those.
I'm sorry, what's the last number of the first question?
14. 1, 4, yeah. Let's check each of these out and see how well it's going out there. Number 1. Lana, what'd you get for that one? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice. Plus 7 and plus 2 takes care of it for that one. Yeah. Who got one? Who got that one right? Quick show of hands. No? You got that one for the first one? Yeah. Nice. Okay. Perfect. For the second one here. How about this one? Anyone from Zoom?
I think x times x, and we should do one. I don't know if it's possible or not. 1 times 2.
The first step, Zoom's helping out here. First step is 3 times 2 for this, right?
No,
So
I
what
mean, if it's a possible, we can put 1 times 2, like x plus 1, and another one x plus 2.
Not bad, but that wouldn't get us the 3 here. So
Okay,
this
so we
this
can.
type of question is a bit bigger.
Oh yeah.
So I'll show you here what happens. With number 2, the first step is you go 3 times 2 like this.
Yeah.
So 3 times 2, what do you get?
5. Oh no, I
6.
mean 6.
Yeah, perfect. You got that earlier. Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then what happens after this step here? That's right. The numbers that add to the middle number, right? Okay, so that's good. The middle number is 7, so you can fill that in. What numbers are these? Where do these come from? Nice. They come from 6, they're the factors of 6, right? And so what are those factors? Two and 3 is one possibility. That's right. And what else? 1 and 6. Yeah. Officially, even the minuses as well, right? Okay. Maybe I'll just put them on there just for the video if you watch this later on. All right. So then, looking at these fine possibilities, which pair should we be selecting in order to move forward? 1 and 6 for sure, right? 1 and 6, those ones for sure will add up to the 7 that we have over on the other side there. Perfect, absolutely. Okay. And so what do we do with these two numbers now that we found them? Yeah. Instead of 7, use these ones? Yeah. Okay, so I'll move my stuff around. Try and keep it up on screen a little bit there. So instead of 7, that's going to go 3x squared plus 1x just to show it. You don't really need that. 6x plus 2. Yeah. Okay, nice. What happens next?
It's going to be 3x 2 plus 1 8
In the brackets? Not for this one. Do stuff. Okay, yeah, class is saying good things over here. So first of all, you look at pairs of terms. You look at 2 at a time, right? So that means we're going to look at those 2, and then later on we'll look at those 2. And what are we doing when we're working on those? G was right. F was right. Yeah, GCF. Well done. We got it there. Okay. And so, taking a look for the GCF of the first 2, what do we got? Yeah, X only. Okay. That's right. And by dividing, we get the rest, which will be 3x and then a plus 1 over there. Okay, not bad. Over here, same sort of thing. 2 and? Yeah, nice. Only 2. That's true, actually. But to check, we should divide first. And what do we get? 3x and plus 1 there, right? Nice. And so the thing to watch for is that we have the same thing on the right-hand side. 3x plus 1 and 3x plus 1 there. That's good. Okay, so we can take it a little bit further. 3x plus 1 like that, plus 2, and then 3x plus 1 like that. Oh, I'm off the screen. Heavens. See, just transform down there. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then what happens with this step? Mm-hmm. Nice. Well said in class. You take the GCF from here, which is actually the 3x plus 1, right? There it is, common. There it is in both this part and that part. It's the same in this part and that part. So there it goes in front. What's left? X plus 2. Done, just like that. finished and final answer. Looks good. Any questions from class about that one? About those two? No? Okay. This is about as far as I said it'll go on the test, right? So everything up to about here. Okay. Now then, by request, we'll take a look at some homework questions, and then we'll get on to our session for today. So what do we got with the homework here? We had number, what was the first one? This one, I might have moved it on you. Okay. So we'll take a look. Right now we're working on number 7. We'll do this one together. And before the end of the class, I'll make sure you get homework. Okay. So for some homework help here. Number 7. Okay, perfect. So we got 1 minus a cubed that we have to find the factors of, right? Okay, so we had a few steps to work on the other day. What was the first one? Yeah, you guys missed it, I think, unless you saw the video. This was yesterday. 19B, right?
To write the formula.
That's right. So first step was to take a look and to see if it's plus or a minus in the middle, because there's 2 different formulas to write out for this. Okay, so you got to select the right one. So the B and minus there, that's going to look like this one here. A cubed minus B cubed is equal to A minus B, because of the minus there. And then A squared, A plus B squared, like that. Okay, so what are all these things? This thing is the first term. And this is the second term. And what we got here, this is the cubed root of the first. And then the B is the cubed root of the second. And then we basically, once we have this figured out, we sub it in and work it out. Okay, so the second part is to figure out what A is going to equal. Okay, so the first term is 1. So 1 is equal to A cubed. That means A is going to equal what? The cubed root of 1. And so A is equal to 1 like that. Okay, so for the first one, that's there right there. That's the same thing as A cubed. So then what is A equal to on its own? You take the cubed root of both sides and you get A is equal to 1. So we're going to use that in here now. Okay. But before we do, we got to figure out what's going on with our second value there to get what B is. The second value is A to the power of 3 right there, right in the question, right? So if you take the cubed root, right? So b to the power of 3 is the same as a to the power of 3. Taking the cubed root, that means a is going to equal to b there at the end. A bit confusing with these letters for this particular question, but that's what we got. So wherever there's an a, it's going to get a 1. And wherever there's a b, that's going to get the letter A. And so you end up getting something like this. Our question will have 1 minus A. You see? Cubed root of 1 is 1. Cubed root of A is A. And then from the formula, we got the first thing squared. So that's 1 squared. It's going to be plus 1 times A like that. And then plus the second thing squared, which is A. So it'll be A squared there. How's everyone doing? How are your brains? Confused with this one? No, this one's okay. I find it myself talking about it and a bit confusing because A's are B's and B's are A. The formula has A and B in there, and this question has A in there. That makes it a bit messy for me. Okay, so we got to be careful with that for this one. For the other ones, I think it might be a little bit nicer. Okay, but I'll finish it up for you here. We had the 1 in for A in our formula. And then wherever there's a B, we put an A. So that lines up nicely. All right, now for the right-hand side, we're always just gonna have to figure it out a little bit, simplify it. So we get 1 squared, which is 1. We get 1 times A, which is A. And then we got A squared, well, nothing to do for that one today, for this question. Okay, so that's what the final answer for that number 7 looks like. Good question. No, the formula is built a certain way right here. And someone asked me about it yesterday. Why is it like this? So the situation is, if you were to multiply it out with the rainbow and everything, you would see that this minus and this plus being where they are will cause things to cancel out to create the right-hand side. So that means we have to use this formula as it is. And when we work with it, when we substitute in, we have to be careful with our pluses and minuses along with the numbers that we have. Okay, I'll expand this out. I did this after class last day. I'll show it here before we go so you can see why it works. Okay, but we're gonna try the next one was number 13. And that moves away from A's and B's, I think. The numbers are big, but I think it might be a little nicer on the eye. Okay, so let's take a look. By request, number 13. Oh, mini numbers, little numbers. But yes, I remember what this one's for. Do we got A's again? We do. Okay, so to make our lives nice, for now we're gonna switch A out and call it X instead. I think that'll make life a little nicer. Okay, so this is 19B. Number what? 13. Okay, so the question looks like minuses everywhere, right? So I'm going to point out this is close to our formulas that we know. One of them has cubic things added together, and the other one has cubic things being subtracted from one another. Right? But notice there's no minuses in the front. It's a positive thing. Okay, so it'd be helpful to do this, helpful to factor out a -1 to begin with, the GCF. GCF first. It's come up a couple times. Let's try it here. So we get this -8. We do the GCF, so we're left with a cubed and +8. Now notice this. Oh yeah, and one more step, I guess. We can write it like this. -1, a3 + 8 like that. And so the inside is going to be this one here that we work with. Okay. So we do. We're going to keep it. It's going to end up in our final answer. Okay, so can't forget that it's there. Okay, so notice or remember that if we have a3 + 8 in our question, then what does this mean? It means our first term is a3 and the cubed root of that is a. And for our second term, we have 8. And so the cubed root of that is what? 2. Okay, so this will be what b is equal to when we use our formula. Okay, so I'm going to do it on a separate page just because it's going to be quite long. Okay, so we have this so far. That's the same thing as this. And so now I'm just going to focus on the inside. A cubed + 8 is equal to a + 2 because the cubed root of a3 is a, and the cubed root of 8 is 2. We said that on the other page. Okay, and so the formula goes, we have the first thing squared plus the first times the second plus the second squared like that. So as we said before, simplifying the right-hand side, we get a + 2 like that. A squared, nothing there. 2a is okay. + 4 like that. This was too soon. Just don't forget we have our -1 in there, right? So we had a -1 in the beginning. This part here is all the a cubed plus 8. And so for the final answer, minus a cubed minus 8 is -1. And this finishes it off. That was yesterday's. So it's lovely today then, eh? Oh, that's too bad. Okay, well, we'll figure something out then. Okay, do we got one more to do? That was 15, 13. We got 15 as well, right? Okay, let's take a look at 15. Peter, did we do this one yesterday?
Yeah.
You did? Nice. You can help out then.
Just you like, you factorize on 3a, but you take out 3, and then 8.
Well, Okay, just a second. Let me get caught up. Taking a look at number 15. 19B, number 15. And this is what it is. 648A plus, 1029. A to the 4. And the goal is to factor this thing. Yeah, perfect. So Peter's going to help out once we get going. But as a signal, in my brain, I got those square numbers. And for this section, those cube numbers, right? 1029 looks weird to me. I just don't know what it is. Right? 648, yeah, it's weird to you guys too, right? Yeah, I don't know. So a signal here then, like that's the signal then, to maybe check out and maybe try taking out a GCF first.
Miss Malik,
Yes.
number it's not clear.
These numbers are not clear for you today?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
they're
it's clear now in the screen.
just a second. Do you mean on the screen or the camera?
Both.
Both.
Yeah,
Um,
I just can like the one of them is clear. The number 1, 5, and 6 or 4, and that's it.
1, 5, 6. Oh, do you mean up here? Oh, like this part?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's 19B. That's the worksheet. That this is the day.
I mean, no, like, I mean, like all of the numbers, it's just the number 4 and 5, it's clear, like we can see.
6, you can't? That's a
Yeah,
6?
and number 4, and that's it.
You can see this is a 4.
Yeah,
You can
that's
see
it.
that's a 4.
And no, it's look A.
It looks A. Because it looks good in class, right? Yeah, it looks quite good in class actually today. So maybe that's the catch. If it looks good in class, it's bad on Zoom. Okay. What can I do? Write a little bit bigger?
Okay, now it's good.
Now it's good? Maybe the pen is just getting weak. And this says factor. Yeah, I'll stick with the new pen, okay?
Thank you.
Perfect. So now what we're going to do is find the GCF of these numbers first to see if we get something that's cubed, because that's the section that we're looking at, right? So what are some numbers? What are some letters we can take out for the GCF of this thing? 8? A. Oh, that's good. Yeah, if you're going for marks, do the easy stuff first. A comes out. So what are we left with? 648A, or that's a lie. 648 plus 1029, A to the 3. True? True. Now we got the numbers to look at. So I don't know, 1029, not that familiar to me. But I think Peter did yesterday. So what do we do?
So you can like use the tree.
Number 3?
Yeah, number 3. So you add like 6, 4, and 8. This number will be like 18 can be divided by 3.
Nice.
And 1 to 10 is can be 12.
Yeah.
So this also can be divided by 3.
Perfect. Let me catch Zoom up if they didn't hear. You add these numbers up. 6 plus 4 plus 8, you get 18. 18 divides by 3. So this divides by 3. Same with this. 1 plus 0, 2, and 9, it gives 12. 12 divides by 3. So that divides by 3. What do we get? I don't know yet. We got to work it out. But we do know that 3 is going to work. Okay. Yeah. So Peter, back to you. What do we got?
320, 24.
Let's see.
Actually, you, like 648, you can
I mean, no.
just do 600.
Mhm.
It's going to be 100. And then 48 divided by 3 is 16.
Nice. That's smart. So in class, they just did 600 on its own divided by 3 is 200. So keep that in your brain. And then 48 divided by 3 is 16. So the answer is going to be 216. That's a 6. There, Zoom.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
How will that times 2? That's why I said like 324.
Okay. Is that what the next one is? 300 and something?
300.
No.
It is. It is actually.
Really, I was thinking about the 648. We're gonna see about like 2, not 3.
2 for sure. Oh, I see. You pull it out. 2 comes out of there, but not out of there.
Yeah.
So it has to come out of both.
Okay.
Okay. But this is what we got so far. Anything from here then? Okay. So for the GCF, it's finished. But the goal is to get cubes, right? So is 216 a cube of some number? Yeah. Going back to your brain, going back to your list, 216 is cubed then, right? 6 cubed. 343, how about that? Same list, a little bit further down. 7 cubed, right? Okay, so how does all this look? How does this fit together to answer a question like this? Looks like the following. We're going to have 648A plus 1029, A4. We pulled out a common factor of 3A. Leaves us with this stuff. 216 plus 343, A to the power of 3, like that. And because of our good work here, I'll just show you this step. Might help with seeing how all this works. 216 is the same as 6 cubed. And then 343A is going to be plus 7A cubed. And so hopefully you can see then that if we work on the inside, A is going to equal 6. And B is going to equal 7a when we use the formula, when we work this out. Okay, so here we go. Formula time. Okay, so for the inside, I'll just write the formula down again as a reminder. Whenever you have things added, it's a plus b like this. A squared minus b plus b squared like that. And so now what do we have? 3a 6 cubed plus 7a cubed. That's going to equal the 3a that's on the outside. That's going to stick around. But now this goes into the formula part, right? As I said earlier on, a is equal to 6, and then b is equal to 7a. So that's what's going to go into all these parts there. So that's 3a like that. That is 6 plus 7a. That is 6 squared minus 6 times 7a plus 7a squared like that. Now, don't start doing the rainbow and multiplying it all back together. That will undo the last 10 minutes we got. We'll end up back with our answer in the very beginning. Okay, we'll keep the 3a out there. That's our GCF. We'll keep the 6 plus 7a. That's the a plus b part of our formula. And we'll work on this as we've done in other questions. Okay, GCF from the formula. Here, what do we got? 6 times 6, 6 squared. 36, nice. Here, 6 times 7, 42a. And here we got 49a squared. Just like that. Peter, do we get the same answer as yesterday, or did we something? That's good. If we didn't, there'd be a trouble. Okay. One more example of this. Hands up. Who would like one more example of this one? Yeah, for sure. Just give me a second to work, get my brain warmed up. Actually, no, I don't really need to. All I need is some cube things, some number, and we're good to go. Okay, I'm going to get rid of a's and b's though. We got x cubed and y cubed. I'll put a minus just so we're careful. And for the numbers, no, I'm going to have, just give me a second. If I mess this up, then then the question is chaos. Cube there. $54. 128, I hope. I think this will work. If I remember my cubes, if I remember my numbers and stuff. Zoom, you can see that okay? Nice and clear?
Yeah.
Okay. That's right. Won't always need to, but always look first. So GCF first. What's this going to give? I don't know. Let's see if we can find it. I'll do it like that, just so it's all lined up, okay? So what can come out of there for sure, for sure?
Can I ask a question about the
From last day?
no, from that homework we did last?
Yeah, no, you just hang on to it because I'm going to be actually teaching it in class.
Okay.
Then it's
Because I want to go like
10 minutes. Yeah, you just hold on to it then. You're fine. Okay. Let's go for the 6 might go, but let's see. 6 goes in there. 6 doesn't go in that one. Just a quick check. Let's stick with the primes. See what we can do. Prime numbers. Yeah, I think a 2 works. If we do a 2, what are we left with? Nice. 27 x to the power 3 and 64. Nice. Y to the power of 3 there as well. Okay, so that's true and good. So might be you can look for other GCFs, but remember what we're going for. And when we see cube things that are subtracted, we want cube numbers showing up, right? So is 27 a cube number? Everybody say, yeah. Put your hands in the air. Yeah, for sure it is. 3 to the power of 3. Because what's 3 times 3? 9 times 1 more 3? 27. Okay, amazing. 64, is that a cube number? Yeah, it is. Put your hands in the air. See, what's 4? So it is. Wow. 4 times 4 is what? I know he needs. It's true. 16 times 4 then. So some heavy lifting there maybe, but it's 64. Okay. So we have this thing. Nothing recognizable as cube. So GCF, we get this. Yeah, now we do have to have some mathematical arithmetic thinking going on, okay? So we get that here. These are useful. And so yes, now we can rewrite the question, update the question. So that I'll do it this step. Just drop it down as usual. And I'm going to do it as a chain for this, but I don't normally like doing that. This will be, this 27 is 3 cubed, right? So the first term, the 27x cubed can be switched to 3x to the power of 3. And then because 64 is 4, 3 like that, we got 4y to the power of 3 like that. And then from here, we have something cubed minus something cubed. Now we can jump into the formula and work it out. Okay, so underneath I'll write what the cubed formula is, just as a reminder. First thing cubed minus the second thing. Signs are the same there. Then a squared plus ab plus b squared, like that. Where I will add, from here we got a is equal to 3x, and then b is equal to, b is equal to 4y. So what happens now? Substitution. What's that? That's right. I'm going to run off the page. I'm going to start a new one. But under there, yep, in that first bracket, it'll be 3x minus 4y. Right. That's a cubed. And that's b cubed, like that. Okay, so I'm going to carry out the formulas that are referred to. I'm going to do the algebra now, though, for the actual question. So a is going to be 3x. Oh, yeah, you told me already. And it was right. Minus 4y, like that. And then we're going to have a squared. So you got to put it in brackets. Capture everything. If you don't, the squared will be on the x only. And one of us ran into trouble with that, okay? So make sure that you use brackets so that the full a, everything is captured. Plus 3x. 4y, like that. And the same thing, brackets again. Otherwise, you get a 4 showing up and not a 16, as you will see in a moment. Okay, so this is the substitution part. Substitute. And then you actually have to do the algebra now to simplify it. And I usually do those in 2 steps. It means more writing, but you can go back and check the work and minimize mistakes. Yeah. So what do we got? Don't rainbow, don't multiply out again. The goal is to keep the brackets. So the 2 stays out there. That's 3x minus 4y there, like that. And now we do some work on the inside with our exponent rules. Yeah, in class they said 9x. I heard 9x, but it's 9x squared, right? Yeah. Mask. There we go. 9x squared for sure. This one, it's not 34, not 43. Oh yeah, what's this one? You agree? Oh yeah, you agree? 3x 4y. What does that simplify to? Yeah. The 3 and the 4 get multiplied together. All these things are multiplied. We never say it. We just say 3x 4y. But 3 times x times 4 times y. That's what that means. So for sure, you get a 12 there. X and a y, like that. And then the last term is 16y squared. Perfect. And good people, that's it for that one. Yeah? Yeah. How are we doing for time? 3:18? You know what? We may just finish this review topic. Some of you needed to see it again, get some practice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the original formulas and why they work. Okay? We'll do that. Because someone asked yesterday, someone asked today, You can check this out and you can see that I'm not telling you lies here. One of the formulas is this one, the plus formula. You're given for free that if you have something cubed plus another thing that's cubed, does anyone happen to remember? You've seen it a couple of times. There's some patterns going on. Any idea what the first, anyone for the first bracket there? Nice. It's A only, B only, and the sign is the same. Yeah, so that's true. Next one, just for fun, I'll probably give this to you on a test. A for sure. Yeah, A to the power of 2, how we'll say it, but yeah, and importantly, oh, this one's a minus. Okay, so it's opposite. That's the one to pay attention to. Then it is AB. And it always matches. You will see when it's minus, that's a minus. See you tomorrow, Parsa. Yeah, it's related, as you will see in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you'll see. We need those in there the way they are so that we get back to here. Okay, so I'm just going to rainbow this out, multiply this out, distribute this out. It will be, I'm going to show it first. Just put some color in there. One of those, one of those, one of those. Okay, so let's do that first part. First part first. What do we get? A cubed, yeah, for that, the little one. Then we get so here's what we can always do. We can always show it first and then do it in the next step. So we have A times this, right? So it's going to be minus A times AB. And then the last one is A times B squared, which is just like that, okay? See, we'll come back to that one in the next step. But now we'll go underneath. We have that and that, which gives us how much, or gives us what? Yeah, if we keep the order, which is okay for now, we'll take another look at that. BA squared. Nice. It's going to be minus. You got to watch your signs there. Plus times a minus will be a minus. And then keeping the order BAB, B times A times B. It's true. And then lastly, yeah, B cubed. And so I think you can see things starting to take shape. Maybe, maybe not. What we'll do is we'll take a look at the terms that are on the inside, because look at this. We need an A cubed, we got an A cubed. So that one is in place. We can check that one off. Over here, we need a B cubed. We got a B cubed over there. So it's going to be good that if that one sticks around. So let's take a look at the inside here. This A times B. How can we rewrite this with some exponents? Yeah, A squared B. That's what that term becomes. This one, I'm just going to write it down because that's looking at the middle part. This one here, we're going to write in alphabetical order. Okay, so always do that. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. And we're allowed, because these are multiplied together. So pretend that this is 2 times 3, right? 2 times 3 is 6. What about if you switch 3 times 2? Still 6, right? So that's okay. And this one here, BAB, BAB. What's that going to work out to be? It will be. Correct. The minus sticking around AB squared like that. And so now we're going to collect like terms and see what happens. Well, we got an A squared and a B, and we got an A squared and a B. So those will fit together. And we got an A and a B squared, A and a B squared. So those will fit together, right? Why didn't what? A3, why didn't we? Oh, I could if you want. I'm just looking at Matt getting here. No, we could do it like this. I'll go equals A3, and then we all have also plus B cubed there at the end, right? Okay, so what happens now at this, those are in place, that's everything. What do? Yeah, exactly, because this is a -1 and that's a +1. They're the same, right? So if you have 1 and then you're taken, when the 1 is taken away, how much do you have? 0, right? So these are gone. How about these? These are the same thing. You have 1, take 1 away, 0, right? Okay. So then these, that goes, and you're left with A cubed plus B cubed like that. So the formula we got given on the right-hand side is true and it works. Yeah? Yeah. Same with the minus version. The minus one as well. Okay, that one looks like this. You asked. Someone wanted to see this, said, okay, here we go. So what goes in the first set of brackets? Nice, A minus B for that one. And then next here, it will be, yeah. This one's, that's right, easy. Plus AB, and then, yeah, B squared like that. That's, well, they're opposite of the other one, but watch how they fit together. Minus, and the first one's a minus. It's the same, right? Exactly. I'll put the first one up so you can compare. That's the plus version. And we're now taking a look at the minus version. So when it's a plus, you get a plus. When it's a minus, you get a minus. Oh, the second one? Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Opposite. That's so we get the zeros happening. That's so when we multiply it out, we get this happening and we get that happening. That's why those are there. Yeah. Should I do this quick? Let you guys take a look? Or do you want to try and beat me? What are your questions there? What's that? Oh, thirsty. Yeah, I know. Me too, from talking. Thirsty. Yeah, we can, yeah, we can multiply this out for practice. For sure. One of those. One of those. One of those. Okay, so we do that, and what do we get? A cubed for sure for the first one. Yeah, it will be a squared b for the next one. Nice. And then ab squared for that one. That's so true. Going underneath then. Let's see. Check that one. Minus for sure. Sure. BA squared. The next one? It will be if you combine those together at that step. That's true. And then the last one? Minus b cubed for sure. So- Not bad. What you're looking for, like terms, that's the language there, right? Where the letters, combination of letters are the same. Yeah, so let's check it out. We got a squared b. Where is that one? Again. This one when you switch it around, right? Yep, true. And here we got ab squared. Yeah, so you can see those are in place, right? So what happens to those pairs of terms when you collect like terms? It's more like they add out or subtract out, I guess. We're not dividing. This is like plus one, and it's like subtracting. They go to zero. Let's just say that. True. So these ones are gone. And what's that left with? A cubed minus b cubed, like we had in the very beginning there. Yeah? Okay. Well, pretty healthy topic, eh? You want this one on the test? No. It's easy now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Want a bonus? Okay. I'll put one bonus. It's going to be a lot of work for like 1 mark, though. It's not like you do this and you don't have to do anything else. We'll figure something out so it's good, effective, and fair. All right. Okay. Now, in terms of the homework, Peter, you finished this one, right? Perfect. Mark, you finished this one as well, right? That's awesome. Yo, yeah, I did. You guys don't, but I got to make sure it's on Teams or something. Okay, so I'll make sure. It would be over there if I do, in the pile. So you can take a look. Okay, so I'm going to pause for a commercial break. Zoom. Look after class a little bit. Zoom, you got any questions for me?